Hey guys, Civilord here, back in with another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Marvel's 85th Anniversary Series Superior Spider-Man, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro and Big and Bad Toy Store, because my Target and Walmart suck and did not get any of this stuff. I made the mistake of not only canceling Superior Spider-Man here, but also that Astonishing Wolverine, and that sucker since sold out, so I'm kind of SOL on him right now. I've been able to get everything else except him and that blasted Target exclusive Warbird, so if anyone can help me out with those two, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, I need two of that Warbird because, well, let's just say there's cotton-headed ninny-muggins that live south of me that didn't manage to get one either. So, that said, hopefully those will turn up at some point, but I'm really not holding my breath because this 85th anniversary series, let me tell you what, boy, it has been a while since I've been like super stoked for Legends since before last year, but man, 2024, what a banger year for Legends. It's like they finally started giving a crap, said screw the movie junk, and just made a bunch of awesome comic book stuff. And this guy is no exception. So why don't we cut right to the chase and get to the meat and taters of this review and take a look, see at all he has to offer in terms of accessories, because he's got a few. Starting off with a pair of fisticuffs, so he can punch Black Cat right in the face, knock one of her freaking teeth out. I do believe they made the Black Cat that goes with the Spider-Man. She was in the Kingpin wave. She's got the eyes on her chest. Not my favorite look for that character, sorry to say, but I'm sure some people like it. He also has the thwip hands. Because what is a Spider-Man without thwip hands? Wrong. That's what. And then he has the alt head with, I'm guessing this is like some dot matrix shit. He's got the buildings, like, painted in there as if they are reflecting off his lenses. That is pretty sweet. However, I'm not going to display him with his head whatsoever. It's just not something I find terribly useful unless I have, like, buildings sitting around, but it'll definitely be good for a couple of photo ops. However, I will be displaying him with this. This is his alternate backpack with the spider legs, and the top two appear to be detented when it comes to rotation. Bottom two, oh, well, this one's a little detented. This one is not. I don't know if it's not in all the way. It might not be plugged in all the way, truth be told. Because they are tough to get in there. Yeah, I might have just not had it in there all the way. To be honest with you. God dang. Alright, there. But as far as articulation on these go, you get rotation here. This feels like it's gonna pop out on me. You get a hinge there. You also get a hinge and a swivel here, as well as down here. Again, they're kind of stiff, so be mindful of that. And then right here. So you get plenty of articulation in these things. It's just, you gotta work them. You can't just crank on them. Yeah, it just feels like this one is not plugging in all the way. I'll have to monkey with that later, but at any rate, it stays in, so I suppose it's fine, but Makes me wonder if these are supposed to be like designated or what the crap's going on with that. But either way, putting that aside, take a closer look at the man in question, the Spider-Man in question. Those of you who remember my old channel probably remember my review of the original version of this guy. That was on the Pizza Spidey body. Well, most of it. He had different, I think he had a different midsection. And he had these weird thumbs up hands. Well, they did away with all that. He's completely pinless. He's got these gauntlets. He's got backpack ports on the back. This is the smaller version of the backpack that you can remove. And we'll do that for articulation. So there is that. You can see he's got the sculpted spider there. And his web lines are not the cleanest thing, but that's accurate to the source material, so can't give him too much flack for that. But as far as his articulation goes, he's got the disc hinge in the neck. So you can look up. Pretty good. You can look down. Pretty good. He can rotate. And he does have a tiny bit of pivot. And a little bit of play on that ball peg, but notice his chin isn't a mile away from his shoulders. Funny how that works. Said they should reuse these shoulders on Sunfire body mold figures instead of little tiny peanut ones they keep using. That said, his arms can lift up. He's got the beautiful butterfly. Swings back and forth. Rotate all the way around. Bicep swivel. Works fine. I did put a little bit of lubricant in there, so it worked a little bit smoother. Same with this side. In fact, I think this side might work a little smoother than that one, but beggars can't be choosers. At least isn't slip sticking anymore. Set it. Double elbow, whoop, right there. Plenty of range out of that. Not too egregious looking either. He's got swivel, hinge, wrists. Ab crunch that clicks forward once. Pretty good. Back, pretty good. Looks kind of egregious, not gonna lie. I could do better with that. Hardline waist twist. I don't mind the hardline waist twist as much as most people because these are freaking toys, but you know, I get that the ball joint like Classified's got is a superior joint, no pun intended, maybe a little bit. His hips will kick forward, kick down, his arm up, kick out to the side. He does have those blasted drop down hips I hate, and he doesn't get more outward range because of them. So, but at the very least they're not loose. They click into place. So if you're gonna do it, I guess that's the way to do it. He does have a thigh cut that's not very gummy. It is a little bit, but not too bad. Then he does have double knee. Gets you that much. And then he has calf cut, which again I had to heat up the boots, pop them off, and put some lubricant in there to make them a little bit smoother. But they work okay now. And then he does have hinge in the foot with a rocker and a toe joint, which is not very tight on either side. So, but he can stand, I guess. Not for nothing, he's probably going to hang up on the wall, if I'm being honest with you. But very cool figure. Much needed update. That old one is shite, if you ask me. I don't think I liked it back then. I sure as hell don't now. They did a great job updating this character, and I'm curious if we're going to see his rogues brought back into the line now that he is more quote-unquote readily available. Because we got better bucks for those characters, like the Beetle, the female Beetle, the Shocker, Boomerang, and Speed Demon. And then we still need Overdrive. We don't have the completed team. I only have Speed Demon, Beetle, and the Shocker. I no longer have Boomerang. I got him back in the day, but I had to return him because he had 2 of the same foot. So I guess I need help with that guy too. But I can't imagine. He's that expensive, right? Right? It's just a Bucky Cap repaint, as a Marvel Legends does. But at any rate, with that being said, it is time now that we move right along and take a look at the size comparisons. First up, here is good old Superior Spider-Man, alongside a couple other figures of good old Webhead, well, one at least, that we received in the calendar year 2024. We have the animated Spider-Man from the Pulse exclusive Vulture vs. Spider-Man 2-pack, which, love the colors, not the biggest fan of the body, although I don't think I hate it as much as everyone else does. And then we have a figure that a lot of you guys out there love, more than I thought you would, the Scarlet Spider from the Spider-Man Retro series. He, of course, is on the Renew Your Vows body, while the animated Spider-Man is on the pinless Sunfire / 2099, you know, the white and dark blue with metallic red body. And hindsight, I feel like they should have put this animated Spider-Man on Renew Your Vows too, because the symbiote costume Spider-Man from this line was also on that body, but I digress. As you can see, good old Superior Spider-Man here is kind of a mix of the two. I want to say he's all unique parts, but do not quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. He does feel like he has some new parts, but he also feels like he has some reused parts. Let's get these two out of the way. So you can make way for our 2 regulars. The Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith right here. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone. But hey, I think good old Superior Spider-Man would be a fine member of the Men in Red and Black Club. What say you? So with that being said, time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and what else can I say about this figure other than if you like the old one, which, what is there, all 2 of you that like the old one, you're definitely going to absolutely adore this one. Not only does it kick the ever-living shite out of that old one, but for Marvel Legends nowadays, I think it's one of the best we have seen in quite a while. Do I think it's Danny Ketch Ghost Rider good? Maybe not, but I am biased. But for Marvel Legends, and the price point he clocks in at, which is about $30, I think you could do a lot worse. I think Warbird's $30, and I'm sorry, but I don't see it, other than the fact it's exclusive. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.